Hello friends, welcome to my channel. In this video, we are going to see about infinitive, gerund and participles. If you like this video, please like, comment and subscribe. Infinitive is the base of a verb often followed by to. For example, I want to go. In this sentence, to go, to plus base form of the verb, it is called the infinitive. They tried to find fault with us. In this sentence, to find is the infinitive. The infinitive is a kind of noun with certain features of the verb. That's why infinitive is called as verb noun too. For example, to error is human. In this sentence, infinitive works as the subject. Birds love to sing. To sing infinitive works as an object in this sentence. To respect our parents is our duty. To respect is the infinitive and it works subject with an object. He refused to obey the orders. In this sentence, to obey infinitive works object with an object. The word to is frequently used with the infinitive, but after certain verbs, for example, bid, let, make, do, need, dare, see, hear, we use the infinitive without to. For example, we need not go today. You dare not do it. I saw him do it. I heard him cry. The infinitive without to is also used after the verbs will, would, shall, should, may, might, can, could, and must. For example, I will pay the bill. You should work harder. He can speak 5 languages. Use of infinitive. Number 1. The infinitive with or without to is used like a noun. To सोबत किंवा टू शिवाय infinitive noun म्हणून वापरल्या जातं. It is used as the subject of a verb. For example, to find fault is easy. To find fault, to error is human. Number 2. The object of a transitive verb. For example, I do not mean to read. In this sentence, to read is the infinitive. He likes to play chess. Here, to play is the infinitive. Number 3. As the complement of a verb, infinitive is used. For example, her greatest pleasure is to sing. To sing is the infinitive. Number 2. His customs is to ride daily. To ride is the infinitive. Number 4. The object of a preposition. For example, he had no choice but to obey. Here but is preposition and to obey is the infinitive. The speaker is about to begin. To begin is the infinitive. Number 5, as an object of compliment. For example, I saw him go. When the infinitive is thus used like a noun, it is called the simple infinitive. Number 2, to qualify a verb usually to express purpose. For example, he called to see my brother. To see, we eat to live. A purpose is given. He wept to see the decoration. Number 3, to qualify an adjective, infinitive is used. For example, figs are good to eat. To eat is the infinitive that qualifies an adjective good. The boy are anxious to learn. The boys are anxious to learn. To learn is the infinitive. To qualify a noun, this is not the time to play. The infinitive to play qualifies the noun the time here. You will have cause to repent. Next, the infinitive is used to qualify a sentence. For example, to tell the truth, I quite forgot my promise. To tell is the infinitive that qualifies the sentence. Now let's move towards the gerund. A gerund is that form of the verb which ends in ing and has the force of a noun and a verb. gerund या शब्दाचा शेवट ing लावून ing या प्रत्ययानं होतो. For example, playing cards is not allowed here. In this sentence, playing is a gerund. Next example, I like reading poetry. Important notes about gerund. As both the gerund and the infinitive have the force of a noun and a verb, they have the same uses. Thus, in many sentences, either of them may be used without any special difference in meaning. gerund आणि इन्फिनिटिव्ह या दोन्ही शब्दांवर नाउन आणि व्हर्बचा फोर्स असतो. म्हणून हे दोन्ही शब्द वाक्यामध्ये वापरले जातात. त्यामध्ये काही फरक वाक्यामध्ये आपल्याला दिसून येत नाही. त्यासाठीची उदाहरणे खाली दिलेल्या टेबलमध्ये. इन्फिनिटिव्ह अँड gerund. Teach me to swim and teach me swimming. To see is to believe. Seeing is believing. To give is better than to receive. Giving is better than receiving. Compound gerund forms. The compound gerund forms are formed by placing a past participle after the gerunds of have and be. For example, I heard of his having gained a prize. We were fatigued on account of having walked so far. They were charged with having sheltered anarchists. Read this note too and study the sentences carefully. जिरणबद्दल आणि प्रेझेंट पार्टिसिपलची ही नोट काळजीपूर्वक वाचा आणि त्यांची उदाहरणंही वाचल्यानंतर फरक तुमच्या लक्षात येईल. जिरंड he is fond of playing cricket and present participle playing cricket he gained health. The old man was tired of walking and present participle is given. Seeing is believing and present participle seeing he believed. Uses of the gerund. Gerund is used as the subject of a verb. For example, seeing is believing. Here, seeing is the gerund and it is used as the subject of a verb is. Hunting deer is not allowed in this country. Number 2. Gerund is used as an object of a transitive verb. For example, stop playing. Number 2. Children love making mud castles. I like reading poetry. Number 3. The gerund is used as an object of a preposition. For example, I am tired of waiting. Here, waiting is the gerund of preposition of. He is fond of swimming. He was punished for telling a lie. Number 4. The gerund is used as a complement of a verb. For example, seeing is believing. Here, believing is the gerund. What I most detest is smoking. Now, let's see about the participles. A participle is a word which is partly a verb and partly an adjective. जो शब्द काही प्रमाणात वर्ब आणि काही प्रमाणात ॲडजेक्टिव्ह असतो अशा शब्दाला पार्टिसिपल असे म्हणतात. फॉर एक्झाम्पल, हिअरिंग द नॉईज द बॉय ओक अप. या वाक्यात हिअरिंग हे पार्टिसिपल आहे. पार्टिसिपल दोन प्रकारचे असतात, प्रेझेंट पार्टिसिपल आणि पास्ट पार्टिसिपल. Present participle which ends in ing and represents an action as going on or incomplete or imperfect. For example, we met a girl carrying a basket of flowers. Loudly knocking at the gate, he demanded admission. Now past participle which represent a completed action or state of the thing spoken of. The past participle usually ends in ed, d, t, en or simply n. For example, blinded by a dust storm, they fell into disorder. Deceived by his friends, he lost all hope. Time misspent is time lost. We saw a few trees laden with fruits. Blinded, deceived, misspent, laden. These are the past participles. काही इम्पॉर्टंट नोट्स पार्टिसिपल बद्दल दिलेले आहेत, त्या काळजीपूर्वक अभ्यासाव्यात. A participle are used as simple qualifying adjective in front of a noun. Thus used, they are called participle adjectives. For example, a rolling stone gathers no mass. We had a drink of the sparkling water. His tattered coat needs mending. The creaking door awakened the dog. Uses of participles. It will be noticed that the continuous tenses in active voice are formed from the present participle with tenses of the verb be. For example, I am loving, I was loving, I shall be loving. अशा प्रकारे कंटिन्युअस टेन्सेसमध्ये प्रेझेंट पार्टिसिपलचा वापर केला जातो. The perfect tenses in active voice are formed from the past participle with tenses of the verb have. I have loved. For example, I have loved, I had loved. अशा प्रकारे पास्ट पार्टिसिपलचा परफेक्ट टेन्सेसमध्ये वापर केला जातो. I shall have loved. The passive voice is formed from the past participle with tenses of the verb be. पॅसिव्ह व्हॉइसमध्येही पास्ट पार्टिसिपलचा वापर केला जातो. फॉर एक्झाम्पल, आय एम लव्ड, आय वॉज लव्ड. Participle is used attributively. For example, a rolling stone gathers no mass. His tattered coat needs mending. A rolling stone मधलं rolling आणि tattered coat मधलं tattered. They are used attributively. and they are also used predicatively. For example, the man seems worried. Here, worried is used predicatively. He kept me waiting. Thank you friends. Thank you for watching my video. If you like my video, please like, comment, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you very much.